6.6 miles today. Well, 6.64.
Oh,
I take that shit serious.
That can't be right. There it
Come
goes.
on.
Okay, yeah, I was only 5.4 today. 13,800 steps. Okay, hello chickens and chickie.
Okay. Cows are doing pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna go get some actual grass seed. I'm gonna plant a shit ton of it around.
Okay, I think I'm gonna make some more mayonnaise machines. I don't think 2 of them is enough at this point.
Yeah, that's fine. I would definitely recommend, like, you basically want half as many machines as you have animals.
Have you already left to go get the seeds?
Yeah, I can come back.
I figured it's too early because.
Yeah, I was gonna go fish briefly while I waited.
Ah, okay. I have an artifact I need to give to Gunter pretty soon.
But yeah, talking about like the lunch things, I don't have much memory of what lunch was like in, like, not preschool, I guess, whatever was before middle school.
Elementary school?
Yeah, I have like vague memories, but honestly, I was not a happy kid in elementary school, so
I don't even
mostly
remember half of mine.
yeah, all the memories I have are like the things that went really wrong. So, but in comparison to that, like in middle school, I mean, I think in elementary school it was pretty much just like, here's your shit or bring your shit in with you, and that was about it. There really weren't choices, and I think I always brought lunch from home. Then from, like, middle school, I think I actually bought lunch at school pretty much all the time because they had it was kind of a really cool system. They had, you know, a big, giant, like, 2-tier lunch hall area, and you get to choose your own tables and stuff, but you'd walk in, and there was, like, 2 lines going at once, but you were walking along this, like, a la carte kind of thing where all the food they had on offer that day was available.
Yeah.
And you just kind of chose which bits you wanted, and then when you get to the end, you paid for whatever you picked up. And they had this whole, like, you had, like, a student account that your parents, like, throw money into, and, you know, you got, like, a certain amount of money per day, I think, by the school. Or maybe, honestly, maybe it was just my parents putting a little money in, I don't really remember. But I had kind of like a budget per day that I was, you know, allowed to use, and I could bring extra cash if I wanted to get other stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then high school was kind of the same thing, but it was a different kind of selection and setup. I just remember high school being kind of awesome because they had, like, the food was actually surprisingly good, except the hamburgers. The hamburgers were really fucking sad. Like, the pizza was not, like, great pizza, but it was kind of like good school pizza in that it was, like, really thick, heavily seasoned crust that was always, like, chewy and everything, so it was kind of tasty.
What shape was the pizza?
It was circular,
Okay.
but it was like,
Ours were
you
square.
imagine, it was like, oh man, that square pizza, we had square pizza for, like, a year, and that shit was just the worst.
Yeah.
Square pizza can be good, but the stuff we had, like, it was really thick and chewy, had a ton of sauce. It was really tasty, honestly. And I think the thing that kind of made it good, because it was really cheap, but it was like really heavily seasoned, so I mean it had a lot of flavor to it. And, you know, I remember they had, like, ice cream sandwiches and cookies and crap like that. Oh,
Never
man,
had
that
any
was...
ice cream sandwiches. I don't believe we
Yeah,
had
they were
ice
kind of a
cream.
shit thing to buy just because they, you know, for the amount of money you were getting, there really wasn't much food to them. Also, at the time, I was still, like, heavily into martial arts, so... Goddamn, I'm assuming I must have been eating so much fucking food at the time. Martial arts kind of threw off, like, my idea of what a normal diet was, when it was like, I ate 4,000 calories today and I'm losing weight. Haha! It only fucked me when I got to college, though.
That's kind of when it started piling on.
Well, no, actually, college wasn't really that bad, because I was still pretty active, and also, like, the food in college was really fattening and good, but it was also, like, I only ate twice a day. I never snacked. It was just, I ate lunch and dinner. And I ate, like, amazing stuff each time, but it was, it's just not much. I mean, what really killed me was my master's program. Because I had just gone through, like, a really shitty breakup. I was in an area that was, like, all by myself, living on my own. And I was trying to learn to cook for the first time. And a lot of what I was learning to cook was, oh, I can make, such and such I can make pizza really easily now, and that's always tasty. No, goddammit, cow! Oh, I just set that grass seed down.
Did it eat the grass?
Yeah, they eat the grass if they can.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I'm just going to plant a bunch of grass seed elsewhere in the farm, and I'm going to basically let it start growing and spreading, hopefully.
Okay. Works for me.
But yeah, my master's program was the bad period. Like, the thing that kind of killed me or made me really realize how bad it was going to PAX and getting my picture taken with, like, a guy I really liked. It was a MC Frontalot, who I was really excited to meet and all that, and, like, I looked at the picture and I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, I can't even look at that picture anymore. It is, like, the ugliest I've ever been in my entire life, and it was really depressing.
I must see this picture.
No, you will literally never see it.
I'm surprised you even still have it, then, if that's the case.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't. I'm assuming my brother has it. Because, I mean, he was in the picture, too. My brother basically always looks amazing, so... Or I think I don't know, he's just always... I think the best way I've heard it described is one of his girlfriends said he had a body like a coat rack. And that he just, like, he is, like, the body that all clothing has been fitted to. And not to say I'm exactly lacking in pride of my own. I mean, I'm still very pleased in general, but, man. Fucking cows. They've eaten, like, half the grass seed in this area. We need to really get a field gaining some strength.
Oh,
We actually could seal the animals in for a little while, let the grass gain some strength.
Doesn't that mess with their happiness or something?
It actually wouldn't as long as we feed and pet them.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to close at nighttime gets here, if you just want to close the barn door. Also, I got a new rare crow here, as you can probably see. I don't know what the hell it is, but...
Oh, really? Oh, it's a tanuki.
So you never had, like, breakfast pizza? Like, oh, I'm guessing you probably didn't eat breakfast at school that often, but...
No, I don't think I did.
Well, we had breakfast pizza, which somehow was amazing compared to the regular pizza. It was like a different type of pizza, and it tasted a million times better.
Well, we need some breakfast pizza. Oh, hey, Tiger Trout, I actually got one. Isn't
yeah.
breakfast pizza basically just, like pizza with breakfast kind of stuff on it?
No. It was literally just pizza. It was the same pizza as the lunch pizza, only it was like made with better ingredients and everything. And it had sausage instead of pepperoni. That's the only difference. You can ask Seth if you ever talk to him. It was amazing.
We'll see if you ever introduce me to him.
He's good. He's good company.
I remember meeting my friend in, I think, North Dakota when I went up there for an interview. And the two of us had, like, RP'd for years and shit. So meeting each other, it was kind of cool to, to put a name to a face and all that. But what I think kind of killed it was he had a friend who was coming along. And when we first met, like, my friend is there, like, dressed in kind of, like, punk clothing with like, he's a really out-and-out furry. Like, very much does not give a shit about it. He's into it.
What a freak.
And no, he's an awesome guy. He's the one that has the giant shelf full of bad Dragon toys and stuff.
Oh god.
He's awesome. Right, really good, amazingly good at Smash Bros. But I'm swish. Although it was kind of funny that I was able to that spanking him really made him stop paying attention for a second. It was the only way I fucking beat him at least one round.
Okay.
What?
Was his friend a little like? Did his friend kind of make the visit like weird though, like a third?
A little bit. Well, I don't know. I don't really want to speak out of turn or try to like put words in the guy's mouth because I don't really know him that well. But I think the thing was like when I showed up, I was showing up for an interview. So like I showed up in like a rental car, and I showed up like still in like this really I think it looks awesome. It's this black jacket I had. Still have, I think. I need to get the cat hair off it. But I showed up dressed like for a fucking interview and like, freshly, done up hair and everything. I looked fucking good in my opinion. And I think the guy was looking at me like, okay, do we talk to this new person you're talking to here about the sex stuff? I mean, is that okay? And I don't know, I don't think the guy liked me much.
Oh.
And I'm like, we got along great with a friend, but I don't know.
Something's
I'm
obviously
sort of...
wrong with him.
No, okay, look, understand that when I'm saying this is literally just a guess, and this may be more a reflection of my own biases or something, but the impression I got was that he felt a little possibly threatened.
Oh, okay.
That was what I was that was the worry I had, because I think, well, there's no fucking way to say the story that doesn't make it sound like I'm trying to brag, and I don't really want...
We get it, you're rich and handsome and amazing.
Well, I think I'm handsome, and apparently
Women
my friend
want you.
agrees.
Men want to be you.
I step into the room, men bow, women throw themselves at me.
Just like the most interesting man in the world.
But I don't know, I got the feeling like the guy kept like kind of sniping me on things, because he was also a psych major, but he was, he was not as far in the training, because he was a younger guy. Honestly, he might get his degree faster than me. But I don't know, I just felt a little bit awkward, because the guy, like, every time we were talking would keep, like, pointing out stuff he thought I was doing wrong, or he had a lot of, like, snide comments.
It's like one of those people that just kind of is like, actually, after you say something.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, to be fair, he was right in one case. I think a lot of them. Time. Well, a lot of the other ones, I think it was arguable. Like, at one point I was telling a story about a client, and he's like, you really shouldn't be, like, talking with clients. I'm like, well, yeah, obviously, but I'm talking about them in a generic enough sense you can't tell who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of that's a bit of a gray area, but it's usually an agreed upon one by most ethicists. But technically he's correct. It'd probably be better if I didn't talk at all about it. But no one fucking doesn't do that. So
it's kind of like that episode of BoJack Horseman where the therapist is giving them like different fucking... Man, they really had fun with the animation in that one when they made Todd's entire body into a head. Or hand, I should say.
I don't know. I feel still awkward about that whole thing just because, like, I'd like to go back and visit the guy again because he was a lot of fun, but... I don't know. His other friends seem pretty cool, but I definitely felt a little bit, like, out of place.
Yeah. Are you in bed already?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just now coming back. Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. Yeah, my house is definitely nowhere near as furnished as yours.
You can also upgrade your house in this,
Yeah, I know. You can get like a kitchen, right? Or something.
Well, there's actually 4 different house upgrades you can get that will eventually add on like a second floor and a basement. And once you get the basement, which is like the last one, you can actually get a number of like casks to upgrade stuff.
I'm not sure how Grandpa would feel about that.
Hmm?
Our Grandpa. It's his house.
Well, it's our house now. Gotta have somewhere to keep the Amontillado.
Well, I got to harvest these things, whatever the fuck they are.
Huh? What are they called?
Bok choys.
Oh yeah, it's like a type of cabbage.
Do we need any of them for a bundle, or can I just immediately sell them?
I don't think we need any from a bundle. I'll take care of the animals. Actually, I might need you to milk the cows. But...
Okay, I'll milk the cows, you do the animals. Okay, well, if we don't need them, I can sell them. I just want to make sure. That would be under... they'd be under pantry, right?
Yeah.
Quality crops, not under that. Artisan bundle, not under that. Animal bundle, not under that. Fall crops bundle, not under that. Okay. Yep, okay.
Yeah, bok choy isn't anywhere in there.
They're all gonna get sold. Hello, cows. Hope you enjoy your permanent residence for eating all of our grass. Our cows are gonna get cabin fever. And they're gonna go mad. They're gonna become mad cows. This will not do.
Cabin fever at that?
Did you by chance... Oh, you did. Yeah, you were doing the chickens, right? You got all the...
Yeah, I got all the chickens.
Going and all that?
Alright. Grass patches are slowly growing in a few cases, but...
I'm just not planting them by the house, because I don't see anything.
Cows ate all the ones by the house.
Oh.
If you go into, like, the left and upper areas of the field, you'll see a few.
All that stuff that I harvested, I'm just going to replace with those fall seeds that you found.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm curious as to what they'll give, if anything. They may not even grow. The soil. It's no good. I'm getting greedy, though, because it's like, oh man, as big as our garden is, I wish it was bigger. Like, I want more.
Well, if we can work on the bundles, we can eventually get the greenhouse opened up.
Is that here, though, or is it in the community center?
What?
Is it going to be in the community center, or is it going to be here?
It's community... no, the greenhouse is on our property.
Ah, okay.
We need to get the 5 quality crops, so that, you know, get the 5 golds of one thing. We need to get the 1 crop of each of the 4 for the fall. We need to get enough of the artisan goods. We need to start making, like, jams, cheeses, cloth, truffle oil. We could also get some fruit trees put in. That might have to wait till next year. And we need a bunch of animal bundle stuff, like duck eggs, large milks, large goat milks, stuff like that. That's all. I think the only thing that's going to screw us is the artisan bundle. That may take until next year.
Yeah, the pantry. Yeah, we're not really close to having that one done, are we? We almost got the crafts one done, though.
The pantry we're actually closer than you might think, but it's going to be the next year because it's just one piece of it. Yeah, the exotic foraging, the crafts room we're going to have done by winter, so we'll have the bridge repair done by then. The boiler room we're done. The vault we could get done very quickly. We just need money. We need roughly 42,000 gold to do the vault, because it's just a matter of money.
Soon.
What?
We'll definitely get that soon, I think.
Yeah, we can do that pretty much any time. It's just a matter of, like, deciding we're going to save money for a little bit.
Grow garden. Oh man, I should have put some of that stuff down before on the ground before.
Oh, the quick grow.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you actually may be able to make it as a craftable item. Check your crafting list. What?
It's called speed grow. That's what it is.
It's called plant meth.
Pine tar and a clam. That's a weird combination of...
That is strange. It's not what I remember it being.
Quality retaining soil, basic retaining soil.
What is retaining soil? Oh, that makes it so it sometimes doesn't need to be watered again, so that's not worth it to us anymore.
That's kind of useless, isn't it?
Well, now it is, but I mean, it would have been nice previously.
Basic fertilizer just takes 2 sap. That's it. And it increases your chances to grow... Improves soil quantity a little, increasing your chances to grow quality crops.
Yeah.
That's only,
which is a pretty valuable idea.
It's only 2 sap. That's insane. We got all kinds of sap.
Yep. So now, all of a sudden, you're happy we saved it.
I am.
You can also buy the stuff with gold, too, but we may want to make it like that. But, I mean, this is all stuff to think about for, like, next year, basically. Once we get past winter.
You think we should make a cheese press, maybe?
Absolutely we should. Because that makes milk way more valuable. We should technically make 2 cheese presses if we can.
Copper bar. I'm gonna need a little bit more hardwood, but I think I know where to go get it.
You do indeed. I'm positive you know.
I need that hard wood. Blatant base, you know, just obvious euphemism.
Yep. That does remind me, I think you were the one that mentioned the whole thing how in sort of common parlance, maybe 40 years ago, I think it was like having a chat with somebody who was like having a bit of straight dick with someone was like talking. Or...
yeah, give me the straight dick or whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a superhero like called Fisto or something like that?
I'm sure there was.
Oh, I think it was He-Man or something. He's like, I fisted them as hard as I could, He-Man, but I couldn't fist them enough, or something like that. It's something really stupid.
He-Man was the gayest superhero. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way to any degree. It is, like, oh man, he's fucking hilarious, but it's just... I'm loving the fact that somebody's like, no, that's a male icon. Leather, thong, you know, oiled, naked. This is definitely a wholesome option. We worry about Barbies giving girls, you know, unrealistic body image issues, but this will definitely not F up any guys.
He was dressed a little suggestively.
Yeah, and fighting a guy made entirely of bones. I get it, you know?
Skeletor, yeah, I loved his character. I am not nice.
He had the best voice, too.
Yeah, he did. It was like the perfect skeleton.
It's such a fun voice.
I don't think I got enough to make... I didn't get enough to make 2... Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so 2 cheese presses. Awesome. It's a shame I already sold the cheese from today.
Yeah, it's fine.
Or the milk, I mean. Bleh. Not the cheese.
Bleh.
Do we have to, like, churn...
Nope.
The milk
just
ourselves?
toss it in. Wait. It works just like the mayonnaise machine.
I think I'm going to put the
And in a
cheese
similar
first.
sense, we can also... If we upgrade the barn, we can get goats.
And then we can make goat cheese.
Yep. Same as ducks. They're also really expensive, and you have to wait like 2 days per thing.
Do we need blackberries for anything? I found 2 of them.
I think I already turned in all the foraging for this season, so aside from using them for food, which may be useful, no, you can go ahead and sell them.
It probably won't be useful. Okay.
I mean, it's money.
I will sell them. Go up here and get these mushrooms out of the cave, unless you did. Nope. I swear, I don't know if I haven't gathered it, or if you gathered it or what, but I feel like I have not gotten, I feel like I haven't gotten sap out of this damn tree in forever.
Well, actually, that's one thing to possibly consider here. If you'd like to set up a orchard of some sort, we could take a bunch of the seeds we've got and make like a line of trees that we can leave in and put taps on.
True, you know, have a bigger supply of honey, or not honey, syrup coming in. Probably make us some decent money too, I guess.
Might be useful. And the sap, I think, only comes every 7 days, so...
Feels like it's longer than that, but maybe I'm probably just imagining things. Oh, it's gold, not copper. Whoops. Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
I do not blame you.
It's Sunday. Come on.
Well, hopefully it's a quiet day for you.
It might be.
I'm hoping I won't have to go in either.
You shouldn't have to.
I told you about the guy on Friday?
Oh yeah, the guy that everyone was like terrified of having to deal with.
Yep. Who I'm still expecting to burn me in effigy at some point here. But, I mean, technically, if he decides he's going to start trying to commit suicide or slit his wrists open, and he showed me off, he did have the scars for a lot of that. He's not new to it. I'm going to have to drive in and go try to talk him down. Apparently...
Do it. I will. Okay, then go ahead. Probably not the way you should actually handle.
Not really. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if you want to know, like, the actual, like, trick for dealing with suicidal people, it's literally just talk to them. Like, get them talking about themselves. Get them talking about what's bothering them. Let them talk it out. Like, 9 times out of 10, that will be the most effective option. It's a terrifying option for a lot of people who aren't used to it, because what they're going to tell you is terrifying. They're going to tell you about all the things that scare them, all the things that make them depressed. They're going to tell you why they want to die. And you just kind of have to sit there and listen to it, validate the fact that, yeah, that really fucking sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sure that's how this is working? I mean, basically just provide support, supportive empathy, and just generally sit there and act as like a faint reality check for them. And 9 times out of 10, they will end it with, like, feeling better and, like, honestly viewing you as a friend and, like, thank you for listening to me, I'm fine now, I'm just pissed off. I'm like, alright, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, sometimes that's all it takes, just having someone to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, in a lot of cases, it's just people who feel really desperate because they don't feel anybody's listening to them, they don't feel anybody cares. So, giving them somebody that actually listens to them and pays attention, that's usually enough. I mean, this is like the sort of dirty secret of all therapy, which is that even if you're a shitty therapist, if you just sit there and listen to somebody and provide, like, one-sided attention, you'll have enough clients to last you your entire life.
Well, like, people just want to vent.
Yeah, I mean, you're not necessarily doing anybody any good, at least not to the extent you should be, but we consider it unethical treatment, basically, but people love it. Holy shit. Wow, that bok choy is worth a lot. Mayonnaise certainly is starting to make us a lot of money, too.
I sold some honey, and I sold a star fruit and 2 ancient fruit that had been sitting in the chest forever, and together they sold for $2,500 almost. That's kind of nuts.
Oh, damn.
So we did okay.
We did very nicely.
That almost gets us to 45,000, I think, actually.
Yeah. My fish really do not sell for enough now.
We're beyond fish.
You take that back.
We are really close to 45,000, though.
That's actually enough. We can do it. If you don't mind me spending the money, I can
how
go.
Much stuff grew today? Hell yeah! Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, why can't I harvest these yet? I see the berries on them. Maybe I have to wait for the sprinklers to stop or something. Or maybe they're not ready yet. Okay, fine. I swear I can see the berries on these things. That usually means I can harvest them. I don't even know what the hell they are. I've already forgotten. Oh, they're cranberries. That's right. Yeah, okay. And these are eggplants. Do we need eggplants for a bundle? No, I don't think we do. You said pumpkin seeds and corn. Or pumpkins or corn.
Yeah, in terms of the gold thing, we need either 5 pumpkins or 5 gold corn.
Okay. Well, still waiting on those.
But have you maxed out any skills yet?
No. I've got to be so fucking close, though, on fishing.
Yeah, I'm at 9 right now. I'm just waiting for that last little bump.
Give me your milk, cow. I shall turn it into cheese. I just realized I don't think I fed the cows yesterday. Whoops. See what happens to you, cow, when you don't produce as much milk as I desire? And get the fuck out of my way so I can put this... Oh my god. There we go.
Alright, I'm going to do all this in one go.
What?
We're going to watch a lot of money vanish right here.
What are you doing again? I forget.
I'm buying the entire vault in one go.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Ooh, got 30 quality fertilizer.
Nice.
Got another lightning rod.
I like how our money is like sweating as you spend it.
I got a crystallarium! Alright.
No idea.
We've now got free money.
Really?
A lot of free money. Yeah. Crystallarium when you are really hard to make, but what they do... Oh, hey, I've got the full cutscene here, so we just finished off an entire thing. So now the safe and business room is all set. Yeah, the crystallarium, we put it down, what it does is you can put a gem in it, and it will just infinitely produce more of them.
Oh. Well.
So what we'll do is toss a diamond into it, and it's just gonna start making free diamonds.
That defies the laws of physics, and I am upset.
I mean, technically, it's causing, people we don't know to die in other countries produce the diamonds, but, we don't have to, face that. Oh, you've been collecting the bait bin?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure somebody was getting it.
Is there a max amount of bait you can put on your fishing rod?
I've had up to 300 before, so I'm guessing probably there is a limit, but I mean it's high.
Okay, I've got 30 on mine. I don't know if you need any or not, but
no, I don't need it. At some point, I'll have to buy a better fishing rod, but we can wait on that. I'm doing fine as is.
I need to... Oh, wait, no, wait. Okay, so the eggplants come back. I don't have to replant those. That's good. They're good for multiple harvests.
Yeah, they're not worth nearly as much experience the second time around, but they're still worth just as much money.
Yeah, I've got to be close to... What level farming am I? 8, okay.
Good. We want you maxed out on farming as soon as possible.
Takes a little while to make the cheese, apparently. Longer than it does to make the mayo.
Yeah, I usually think of it as being like a 2-step process in the day. You do the round in the morning, the round at night.
Cheese, artisan goods. It's your basic cheese. Okay. Well, don't... Well, with that kind of, definition, we're not going to sell a lot of it. We need to... It's amazing. It's pure...
Zoe's amazing cheese.
Free roam. Even though they're locked in the barn. Whatever. They roam around in the barn.
Don't you goddamn question it.
I do kind of like how it's getting decently automated at this point. With the cash coming in.
Well, if automation is ever your real fetish for a game, play Factorio. I'd never hear from you again.
I've got a YouTuber I watch that plays that, and it looks really difficult and confusing.
It's actually the thing that's kind of killer about it is the fact that it's actually very easy to pick up and to learn the basics, and like the whole campaign basically just lets you go through the stuff step by step. And you can brute force every single problem in the game. There's never a thing where you have to do things efficiently. It's just a matter of every time you brute force a problem, there's this part of you that's like, the game is just really mean about it. It's like, yeah, you can do that if you want. You can carry the rock from the quarry over to that thing where it gets refined. Sure, you can do that like an animal, or you could build a railway system. You're like, but I don't know how to build a railway system.
Trains everywhere.
Like, well. Yeah, I love the fact that it's like one engineer literally destroys an entire planet by converting it into a giant factory, basically. And like every single part of your brain becomes just like, completely absorbed with this idea of making things more efficient.
Taking the rest of our money. Well, maybe not all of it, but most of it.
You can take all of it if you need.
Seeds! If it's not growing, it's not making us money.
Your seed lust is overwhelming.
I did end up hopping on last night and getting my 20,000 points, by the way, through PUBG. So we'll see what that ends up netting me.
I'm gonna get a guess about 20,000 points.
Well, I mean, it's like as far as like.
Oh, what you get out of it? Yeah.
If I end up buying getting a crate. I don't know. I think the days of like PUBG crates being worth a lot of money may be getting close to behind us at this point.
No, they are. I was reading an article about it. They said there was some shift in how things have been handled, so I guess they're no longer really likely to be worth as much. It was pretty good, though.
It was on top of the world for a short while, and then it kind of just...
It might come back at some point, but yeah. I mean, stuff comes and goes in popularity. The major popularity may have ended, but it may still have a good life in it as a a smaller thing. But the thing that kind of sticks with me though is oh god damn! I just literally like halfway through a sentence forgot what I was going to say.
Something about sticking with you as far as PUBG and
yeah, and the problem is now that I'm thinking about it harder, it's getting pushed further out of my head.
Well, we were talking about how it was kind of being, past its payday at this point because the game is essentially being copied by other game developers, but they're making it better. They're making the same game, but they're making it better than PUBG made it.
Oh, there is actually some speculation now. It turns out that Blackout during the beta ran at 60 hertz on the server, and somebody did some testing to say that they think that Blackout is now running at 20 hertz on the actual game.
Huh.
Which, if that's true, that is absolute bullshit.
Well, it plays pretty well, though, from what you told me.
Yeah, it does play pretty well. And I'm wondering if it was 60 hertz at the start, and now it's been dropped down. Now they think they've got their initial sales.
Because
if they did that... Lame. Well, it's Activision. They would absolutely do that.
I wouldn't put it past Activision to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, if Activision could kill children to make money, I'm pretty sure they'd at least consider it.
And they're like the Viacom of game making, because Viacom is like a ruthless nightmare when it comes to like if you put an episode of SpongeBob up on YouTube, God forbid, because they'll fucking rain down hell on you and have it removed.
It's not bread and butter you're messing with.
Alright, I've expanded the garden a little more, and I put some wheat down just to have something growing. I feel like there should be a way to turn the wheat into flour and sell the flour, but maybe I'm wrong.
Aha! There is!
Oh, is there? Okay.
You need a machine for it.
Can we
bucking
make it?
The trend a bit, but...
Do you think we can make it already, or no?
You'd have the ability more than me, I think.
What's it called? Just a...
I do not know, actually.
Whoa, what the fuck is that? Hey, get out of here, bird. There's an owl, like, flying over the field. Huh. Really slowly, too. I was gonna try to eat her food. Crafting.
Yeah, we need to make an owl, a scare owl to fend it off.
I'm assuming you're joking.
Maybe. There might be a scare owl in the game.
I don't see a machine so far.
I'll check mine in a minute.
That lets me make... wheat into flour, sugar. Did I need to save any of this cheese for a bundle?
One, yeah.
One cheese? One golden cheese, or just one cheese?
The cheapest cheese you can find. We're going to lose it, and it doesn't really matter what the quality is.
Okay, well, I'll keep... Can I go ahead and turn it in? Can I add it now myself, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead. Right ahead.
Artisan bundle, there we go.
Yeah, if you get a large brown egg, that would also go in there, too.
I can't do it here. I've got to do it
or
at the
a large
fucking
milk.
community center. What's that garbage?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll just put it in the chest, and I'll let you do it.
Yeah, if you get a large milk or a large brown egg, I also need those.
Large? Are you just a regular milk, you mean?
Yep. A large milk.
It
has to be a large milk.
You mean like a golden one?
No, actually. The cows will occasionally produce large milks, which can have their own rankings.
Ah, okay. I accidentally hit the organize button, and it rearranged everything on my hotbar. And I have to have it in a certain order for some reason, because I'm weird. Just like with Minecraft, everything's got to be in a certain order.
Okay, that blue machine up there is the Crystallarium.
Oh, I want to look at it. So you got a diamond. You're going to put a diamond in it, and it's going to make another diamond.
Yep, but it takes days to do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming it wouldn't... Where'd you get the lightning rod from?
From spending all the like a ridiculous amount of money to unlock the thing.
They just gave it to you?
Yeah. Every time you unlock a thing, you get some kind of reward usually.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for buying this vault. Have a lightning rod.
Have a something. I don't know. Have this giant golden statue labeled sucker.
Sucker.
Let me just get some gold going.
Ah. Accidentally just almost... I rubbed my eye and almost knocked my own contact out. It's weird how that happens sometimes. Alright, see how much that cheese brought. Oh, what's going on?
The bus is being fixed. Because in this town, there are no mechanics, but we do have little forest sprites.
Level 8 farming, +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency. I can make a keg, an oil maker, and deluxe speed grow. A keg.
Man, these fish are not worth shit.
Yeah, what did the cheese bring, though? I'm curious. The gold cheese was 300, and the regular cheese was 200 each.
Not bad.
No, not bad at all. I'll take it.